with Shaquena and Baldhead, whole laughing libations. Check it out.
Slaps in our face, slaps in our hands, slaps in our face, slaps in our face, slaps all the soul, slaps in our face, slaps in our face, slaps in our face, slaps in our hands, slaps in our face, slaps in our face, slaps in our face, slaps in our face, ha ha ha, it slaps in our face. I know you want this channel just to have a ball, have you rolling like you in a wheelchair. And boy, he's so stupid, how you know he don't care. It's laughter all day.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Laughs and Libations. I'm your girl, comedian Shaquena. Baldhead cannot be here tonight. He has a show tonight, so y'all, y'all got me tonight. Also, he's still, under the weather a little bit, so he's pushing through, y'all. But we got a great show for you tonight. But in the meantime, in between time, while we're waiting on waiting on the guest for the night, let me tell y'all about my weekend, y'all. I was called to do a clean show. I don't have all the details yet, but I said yes to the show. This is gonna be my first ever. When I say first ever clean show, this is my first ever clean show, which means I cannot cuss. I cannot cuss. I cannot get too sexual, because there might be kids around. So yeah, I got to make sure that my set is top notch A1. I cannot mess up. I got 3 to 5 minutes. I can do that. So yeah, that's what I got going on. This is my first show since last year. Since I've been battling with this asthma situation. But yeah, this is my first show since May or June of last year. So y'all pray for your girl. Pray that, everything is everything, and pray that I don't mess up and cuss or say anything sexual on that show, because y'all already know you could be so in the zone that you don't realize that you said something that you shouldn't have never said. So, like I said, just pray for your girl, cause I'm gonna be on pins and needles, trying my best to not cuss, not say anything sexual, because it's a community event. So I just want to make sure that I give these folks a great show. I want to make sure that I don't, like I said, mess up. This is my first show back since I've got diagnosed. I want to make sure that I do a great job. I want to make sure that these people come, have a good time, laugh their tails off, and leave happy and talking about the show for days, weeks, and months to come until they see me or us again. So that's my goal, is to make these folks laugh and have a good time and just forget about what's going on around them, their neighborhood, what's going on in the world. So this is what I'm going to be focused on, to make sure that I give these people a time of their life, or a great experience. This is what I am seriously working on. So that's what I got going on. I'm working on content. I'm revamping a lot of my content, making it funnier for y'all. Let's see. Yeah, just like I said, revamping it, making it funnier. I'm still doing my disability chronicles. I'm still doing my sister to sister. I mean, my not my sister, my woman to woman videos. I'm still doing my little rant sessions, but I'm just making them funnier, so that way I can get y'all in and get y'all laughing and joking around. That's my goal, is to make sure that the content I put out now is funny. Now, don't get me wrong, I still will be doing some serious content, but a lot of it is gonna be funny, sprinkled in with some serious. Y'all know I have to be serious every now and then, because not everything is funny. Not everything that's posted on social media is funny. So I'm gonna make sure that I give y'all some funny, because I know what's going on in the world right now. Y'all need some funny. So I'm going to make sure that the content I put out here is funny, it's entertaining. You're learning something from me and my content. So that is the goal of me revamping my whole content. I even erased my content board. I completely erased it, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I erased it. I used to do AI videos, but the app that I'm using is obsolete now, so I can't make any more videos, and I'm kind of mad about it, because I was having fun making those videos, but it is what it is. So I hope that y'all did enjoy those videos that I put out, while it lasted. Um, and I'm gonna tell you how I found Sora. I found Sora on TikTok, but I did not know what it was, because I saw people using it. But you know how you ask people, well, what is that? What is that? And don't nobody want to tell you nothing. So Baldhead told me about it, because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. I just saw people making these funny videos, and I just wanted to see what it was about. And Baldhead told me what it was about, and I got into it, and I was having a good time with it. So that's what I was doing. I was having a good time with the videos. I was making some funny videos. I was making some serious videos. I was keeping up with a lot of stuff, giving out knowledge, and just doing what I was doing with the app, because it was fun to me, y'all. Like, me and Baldhead stayed messing with each other on that doggone app. Let me tell you, it was hilarious to me to sit up here and do those AI videos. Like, I had a wonderful, wonderful time doing those videos. Like, oh my God. So I'm just kind of sad that, they got rid of the app. I'm kind of sad that they got rid of it, but it is what it is. Um, you know, it is what it is. So, but that's what I got going on. That's what I had going on. So yeah, I was. Let's see. Let's see. Um, but yeah, y'all. And also I'm working on some merch ideas. I'm gonna take my time, because I don't want to keep putting out merch and nobody's buying it. I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna take my time and really research it and do what I need to do. And see what works best, and what will get the attention of everybody. I don't want to exclude nobody. I want to include everybody, the disabled and the able body, because I think that's what I was doing. I was excluding the able body from what I was doing, but I can't do that. I have to make sure that I be inclusive to everybody, because I now see that people don't want to have a person in a wheelchair on their merch. I get that. So I have to pivot just a little bit and make my stuff inclusive instead of exclusive. Um, and I also added to my content. Speaking of content, I also added a newsletter that I put out every Monday morning. I work on it throughout the week, and then I schedule it to come out on Monday, because I want to make sure that I get it just right so it can make sense to everybody. So I try my best to put that out every Monday, and I'm hoping and I'm praying to God that it catches on to people. So I'm gonna keep up with that. Also, I'm gonna start back doing voiceover work. That's what I'm gonna start back doing. Start back doing voiceover work. But I want y'all to put y'all hands together for comedian Big Rich. He's on tour. He's traveling around the world. So yeah, I want y'all to put y'all hands together for my guest tonight, comedian Big Rich. What's up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Cause I can't hear you. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the sound tonight. But how you doing this evening, sir? I can't hear you at all. Come out and come back in. Cause I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all. I can just hear myself. Okay, y'all, let's see what happened tonight. Cause I don't want it to be no echo tonight, y'all. Oh my God, I don't want it to be no echo tonight. Okay.
Right.
Hey.
Hey, I'm sorry about that.
Okay. Thank you so much. I know you a busy man. Thank you so much for
Oh,
saying yes.
no. I apologize. Busy for you. I'm gonna put my earpiece in, so hopefully you can still hear me. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you good now.
Okay. There you go. There you go. And as you see, I'm looking like an old man. Got my reading glasses on,
Hey,
but they
don't
my
worry.
reading
I
glasses.
got mine. Look, don't worry. I got mine on too, because I can't see either. I'm blind
Hey,
as a
I ain't
bat
got no.
too. So
Hey, what they say? They say, why you wear them glasses? I say, I only need them to see. So.
that part. Because if I ain't got them on, I'm rolling over everybody. Look. So, but like I said, thank you so much for coming. I know you busy. I know
No,
you got
thank
a
you for
whole
having
lot
me.
to do. So I thank you so much. So tell the people about yourself and how did you get into comedy and what made you get into this world called comedy?
Oh my God. Okay, I need my brain examined for getting into comedy, but that's a whole nother thing. I'm Big Rich Green, Big Rich Green. I got into comedy. Well, I started comedy when I was a teenager, 17, but
Okay.
I did it for a few years and then I stopped. I walked away from comedy for like 25 years, something like that.
Oh
And
wow.
so I really a newbie coming back. I've been back 6 years. So I've been
Oh,
6 years full time. Yeah,
okay.
6 years full time, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But what really made me come back is my mother. My mother's like, "Oh, you used to love to do comedy. Why'd you stop? I want
Right.
my baby. I want you to see you up there." So I'm glad I got on there and started doing comedy before my mother left. You know what I mean?
Right, right. I get that cause I'm adopted. My grandmama she adopted me, but I never called my grandmama grandmama. I always call her mama. But my birth
Okay,
mama, I knew who she was, and she got to see me do comedy before she left here in 2024. So
that's
I
it.
was happy about
Isn't that a
that.
good
So
thing?
you say what?
Sorry for your loss, but that's a good thing that she got to see you.
Yeah, she got to see me and she had a good time. Lord, we laughed all the way home. So she got to see me, and my sister got to see me before they left up out of here. So it was a good thing. And I started. Now, when did you actually start when you came back? Did you start during the pandemic or before the pandemic?
Well, it's crazy because I remember one of my first jokes was about the pandemic. I stepped on stage January 8th, 2020.
Uh-huh.
That's my anniversary. That's my 6 year anniversary. And
Okay.
yeah, so the pandemic had just started. And I think in October or November, we started seeing
Uh-huh.
people falling out, the videos, not really understanding what was going on. So
Yeah.
I, I had a heck of a kickoff to start then. It's crazy.
Right.
So
You right.
that first year was hard to get on stage. So,
Yes,
some
it
people might
was.
say it's 5 years instead of six, but I'm a count when I first got on that stage.
Right.
So
Cause I know I
I
started
did.
during the pandemic. Shoot, I started.
You
I
started during the
started.
pandemic?
I started during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Uh, shoot, man, I was like, what am I doing? Shoot. So I was like, do I tell jokes about the pandemic or just do I talk about myself? I'm like, well, everybody doing jokes about the pandemic, so let me just get these folks a joke about myself. So that's what I did.
Definitely.
I was like, how the hell am I gonna do this? So 6 years. Man, I thought you was doing comedy for 20. Man, look.
Well, look, I can't. If you combine when I first started with
Uh,
this six, let me see. So
right,
I was 17 when I first got on stage, and I was
right.
probably, let me see, 23, maybe. I did a few shows up until, let me see. So I would say that'll put me at like 14, 15.
Okay. That ain't
Yeah.
bad. That ain't bad. So if
Yeah.
you if you could give any advice to a up and coming comedian, what would be the number one important advice you would give to a up and coming comic?
Um, be be able to take criticism.
Right,
Everybody ain't hating on you. Um,
right,
you you really do suck. Um, I'm just saying you bad. All right, Rob. You really do suck. You don't know what you're doing. But if you're lucky enough to be good, then you're good. But be humble.
right.
And
Yeah,
it's not easy. You're gonna get frustrated. You're not gonna get in this and make $1 million right away. It will be people who do it. It will be people who are successful early, but
right,
that's not the course for everybody else. And
right,
have etiquette. Have etiquette. When you get on shows, like let's say start with your open mics, get
mm-hmm,
you a tight five. It's gonna take you about a year, 2 years, maybe even 5 years to get a good five.
right,
I would think, if you're really hitting it, you're gonna do better.
right,
Don't look to get paid so early. Stop. Don't worry about money in the beginning. You're not really good enough to get paid. And I'm not saying that it's somebody who probably come in and just killing it. So
right,
this is just kind of my rules. You take it with a
right,
grain of salt. Um, but learn comedy etiquette. If
mm-hmm,
you get on shows, let's say you start getting guest spots.
right,
People put you on a show. Be
mm-hmm,
respectful. Don't do your guest spot and then just leave. Stick around, watch the whole show, watch how other comics do it. You'll get more work from other comics than you will from some of these bookers. There are people who book for comedy out there, so you got to start conversing and finding people who know bookers in your area. That's how you get on shows. Be on time, be professional. Don't come in smelling like cigarettes, smelling like weed, smelling like alcohol. It is a job. We got a dope job. We get to drink on the job. Don't get me wrong. That's kind of dope. But you got to still remember it's a job. Take care of the wait staff in the clubs, because the people who are your waiter, your waitress, or the doorman now will be the GM in a few years. So make sure you treat everybody good from beginning to the end.
Exactly. Because I was talking to somebody and I was like, you got comics out here that will book you and they will tell you, do not come to their shows high or drunk. And if you do, you will not get paid. So don't get mad if you don't listen and you don't get paid that night. But they told you. Don't come on my show drunk. Don't come on my show high.
You are at work. It's a job. But most importantly, just have fun. I agree. I never not paid anyone. I have had a few people who are drunk, and I'm just like, man, I was so mad. I ain't gonna put nobody on blast here, but I remember, man, fall down drunk. That was the funny part of their show.
What?
I don't know if any of their jokes landed, but I know when they were stumbling, it was funny. I wasn't happy though. I wasn't happy.
Oh hell no! What? Because man, I tell them, I tell people about my first experience. Because my first experience getting on stage, I was at KOD and I was drunker than drunk, and I couldn't remember not one joke.
That's hilarious.
I could not remember. I said I would never, and I bombed. I would never ever do that again. I did not. I said, "Cause damn, that was embarrassing." I was so embarrassed. I wanted to go home.
Now we all had a night. Hey, I don't care how good you are. It's gonna be a night. You ain't gonna be able to bring it, boy. Be ready to bomb. It's okay.
Be ready to bomb, and you got to be able to take that bomb. But speaking of bombing, give us your first or your worst bombing experience.
Oh man, I was 8. Well, you know what? I'm gonna come up. I ain't gonna, because that's youth for me. That's youth for me. Man, I did a party with my man Rob Ward. What's up? Sorry, my little G baby riding around on his little bike. I'm sorry, I'm smiling at him. I did a show with my man Rob Ward, and before I went on stage, the guy who was hosting the party was like, "Yeah, we got some comedians here. I hope he gonna be funny. I hope they gonna be funny." This is like just that connotation. Why would you do that before bringing us up on stage? So we get on stage. I'm rocking with all the people in front of me. We rocking. Man, the people in the back ain't paying attention. And I didn't want to go, since I'm opening up for him. I didn't want to go hard like I would. I would go hard if I was headlining.
Right.
Because I gotta leave room for him. So I did my show. I ain't gonna say it wasn't the worst show in the world, but it wasn't fun. It was just, I did my time. My mentor told me a long time ago, even if you're ineffective, you got to die like a pro.
Right. That's true. That's so
I
true.
died like a pro. Yeah. Right. But I never had that experience where I never got booed off stage or anything like that. That's never happened to me. Never had, but I had people like, okay, yeah, you gonna get better one day.
I'd rather hear that than hear a boo. God,
I've never been booed. Never been booed off stage.
That's good, because I ain't never been
booed. What about yourself?
I ain't never been booed. Now, when I did bomb, they just looked at me. They turned into straight up mannequins. Like, I couldn't get a giggle, a snicker, nothing. I said, "Oh my God!" And Rich, I promise you, my brain kept telling me to shut up, but I just, for some reason, the liquor just kept saying talk. I'm like, why am I still talking? And I see the light in front of me. That light is like right there.
You bombed and you ran a light?
Yes. Yes.
I only seen that one other time. I saw that locally at the Funny Bone. Somebody got a guest spot Shaquena, they bombed so bad. The bomb was funny. That's how bad they were bombing. And they were talking about bombing. They were talking about bombing while bombing. Is that a double bomb?
So they set themselves up to bomb.
They was like, yeah, this one time I bombed, and this lady screamed out, was it worse than this time?
Oh, I would have put the mic down and left. You hear me?
My God. It was me. It was me, Jay Bliss, and Zaynab Johnson. We were on the show together. And this guy got a guess that Zaynab's first 20 minutes was about how bad the dude had bombed. She just had us rolling.
Oh my God. See, I couldn't have been there because I would have been on the floor hollering. I'm like, do he know what he doing? Do he know he bombing?
But I'm gonna tell you something. Lately, he been killing it. He just got his time together. He been killing it. So that go to show you. You keep getting up.
Right.
You can't get better.
Yeah, because I mean that bomb will make you sit down and reevaluate your whole set and make you be like, okay, I don't need to do this no more. Let me go back and flip this and do it in a whole nother way.
Exactly.
That bomb. And then my thing is, it's awful if you bomb and then you get back on stage, not learn nothing from the bomb that you just had and bomb again.
Yeah. I'm like, you feel like quitting.
You got the heart of a lion, but you need to go sit down just a little longer. Cause you
pulling a Wu-Tang Clan bomb atomically. Okay.
Oh my God, but I don't know how I came across your videos, but I saw you on Instagram. And when I tell you, every time I see a video of you, I sit there and I said, let me go to the bathroom first before I watch this, because I know I'm going to pee on myself. Because the stuff you say on stage, the stuff that you do, I'm like, I can't believe he said that. But I mean, you capture people in the first 5 minutes of because it be clips of you being on stage at different shows, and I'm like, this is how you supposed to do this, and I'm like, I salute, because you have me in the first 5 seconds. I'm like,
thank you. I appreciate that. I'm working at it. It's still a work in progress. I don't want to sit here in front, act like I got it down. I've been rewriting even some of the stuff that I released the last few days. I saw some stuff. Okay, let me improve on this and let me get this in and let me pause here, because I have this tendency when I get excited to run over my words. But thank you. That's how I praise. I accept that. I accept that.
Because I enjoy seeing you. I mean, because I know when I see a video of you, I know you're going to make me laugh in the first 5 seconds of the video. I'm just like this. And I just be like, oh, wait. And
I wish more people thought that. Shoot, you the one that be going viral, though. And then you do your reaction videos. I need to start doing those. So maybe you can learn me a little bit.
No problem. I help you in the way I can, because I'm still learning about social media, because they changed Instagram so much till it ain't even funny. And I'm like, what else y'all gonna do to Instagram? Because I mean, they move stuff here. I'm like, I hate social media, but it's a part of our job now. We got to be on social media a little bit.
And I think that's the part I need to. I'm gonna concentrate on that too, and I want to concentrate on being more grounded, even when I'm talking about, like, I was just like I just said, I lost my mother 9 months ago, and I lost my father 12 months before I lost my mother. It's like I want to talk about real stuff, like having my grandson. I want to. That's why you see me talking about my daughters more. Right. I really mean it when I say they moved back. They left college. They came back home. They introduced me to Meg Thee Stallion. All that really did happen. I like. Why do I know Glorilla lyrics? Like, you know what I'm saying? But it come on, I'll be jamming quietly at 7 p.m. Friday at 95 degrees.
That video took me out. I was too. I said, this man made me sick. Oh, he made me sick. And then you started dancing.
True story.
And then you started dancing with it.
Yeah. And you know
was
what? When
done.
I went up, I did not know I was gonna do that. I mean, I knew I was gonna talk about that, obviously, but I didn't know I was
Right.
gonna dance. It just felt like,
That took me
yeah,
out.
you
I
should.
said, no, he did not. Because I had to rewind it back. I said, wait a minute. I know damn well he did not just do this. I was
my
done.
my big self up there dancing.
But you can dance though. Ooh, you can dance now. You got rhythm
Oh,
now. Don't say you don't.
no, when I was younger, maybe when I was younger, I'm old now, but it's thank you, I appreciate that. And so I gotta come. So you down in Atlanta, right?
I'm an hour from Atlanta. I'm in Columbus, Georgia.
Oh, Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
in
I gotta
Columbus,
get down there
Georgia.
more often.
Cause
Yeah, see,
I,
I've
I
been.
ain't been to Atlanta since 2024. So I got to get back to Atlanta. I got to get back because I love Atlanta,
Well,
especially comedy.
but you got to tell me, did you go back on KOD stage and redeem yourself? Oh, you
Nope.
got to go get your redemption. You got to go get your redemption. What's up, man?
I ain't going back. I ain't going back. Hell no, I
You
ain't
got to go
going back.
back. Hey, what they
Uh-uh.
say, you got to go back to the snake that bit you. You got to go get him.
Look, you telling me to go back, Baldhead telling me to go back. A lot of folks to my good, you gotta get your redemption. I said, all right, I go back. I get my
You got to go
redemption.
back,
Give me another 2 years, and I'll go back.
man. So the another thing, not that you asked, like, what do you like to perform more? Like, do you like more club work? You like more bar work? Do you like more urban crowds? You like more main room crowds? What's your favorite type of crowd to perform in front of?
To me, I like clubs. I like clubs and bars. Them two right there. Them two are my main because I'm comfortable. Cause I could move around. Now it depends on the club. Now I used to do comedy at Uptown before they closed.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, yeah.
but the thing about it is, I couldn't get on the stage, and if I did, somebody would have to lift me in my chair, my
Oh
wheelchair,
yeah.
and put me on stage. So but I love Uptown. We got a club. We got some clubs here in Columbus, Georgia, that I can get to that I don't have to worry about trying to get nobody to lift me on stage, nothing like that. I did my first white club. And I thought I was gonna bomb in that club, but I didn't. I made them folks laugh at me. And I said,
Yeah.
okay, I can do this white club, I can do anything. So,
Hey, I
yeah.
just okay. So yeah, I agree with you. I'm in that thing now. Like reason why I asked you that, where I
Mhm.
really cut my teeth on is it's a club. Hey, look, it sound hard. The club called Skeets is a bar on
Uh-huh.
93rd. Anybody from Cleveland, when I just said that, they said, "Ooh." Uh, that that's where I cut my teeth. I had to learn how to control the crowd, how to shut
Right,
people up. Now the
right.
hard part about that is you get so used to fighting the crowd that you don't
Uh-huh.
concentrate on the material. You want to, you larger than life. You doing all the antics. It's
Right.
crazy, and it's
Right.
like I don't want to fight the crowd anymore.
Right. I don't blame
Like my
because
dude Marvin Hunter said.
right. That was my next
Go ahead.
question about crowd work. How do you feel about crowd work and how important to you is crowd work?
Now that's a great question. If it's according to where I fall in the lineup
Mm-hmm.
about how I feel. If you the opener or the
Mm-hmm.
host or host MC opener, I don't, however you count that,
Right.
and you go out there, your crowd work to me should consist of who's celebrating a birthday, who
Right.
blah blah blah. Today's
Right.
special is this, blah blah
Right.
blah. Come back and see. Next week we're gonna have so and so performing.
Right.
If the opener to me shouldn't be doing crowd work. You got the least amount of time. Do your material. I had to learn that myself too, though, because this is all mistakes that I did. So I end up here acting like I'm on my high horse. You know,
Right.
do your material because you get somebody a veteran to come in, and they don't want you doing crowd work. They want you doing your material. You get through
Right.
your material.
Right.
Um, if you featuring, if you
Mm-hmm.
the middle act, if you're doing a 3-person set, and you
Right.
got a feature.
Mm-hmm.
Feature, go ahead. You could do some crowd work with your thing, because the opener should have did material. Really, as a feature, you should do material too, because you want to leave room for the headliner. And if you're the headliner, anything you say, go. But I met headliners say, do what you do. I don't care. I met some to say, hey, no, don't do any crowd work. So it's just, I would prefer, if you got 20 minutes or 30 minutes in front of me, don't tire the audience out with a whole bunch of questions. Don't stop surveying the audience. Do your stuff.
Right. I understand that, because I know when I featured for Teddy Carpenter let me choose my spot, and I ain't think he was gonna do that.
Wow. Okay, like, Teddy funny.
He is hilarious, and he let me choose my spot. I'm thinking I'm hearing things. I'm like, I want to say, you say what now? So he let me choose my spot, and I was like, okay. So I went third. So I said, okay, I'm good in that, because I can't. For me, opening up the show is like a lot of pressure on me, and I feel like, because if I don't do a good job opening up the show not gonna go good. So I feel like just put me in a sweet spot for just a few for a while till I get used to this spot. Then teach me how to be an opener. Now, speaking of being an opener, do you think you can be taught how to be an opener, or you have to just know how to be?
No, I think you learn, because this stuff, like I said, especially that show with Jay Bliss and Zaynab, I'm used to either being the feature or the headliner. And this show, I was the opener. Okay. So I think when you do feature and you headline a lot, you forget opening skills. You forget MC skills.
Right.
It's a whole different set of skills. I say, if it's a great host, you're going to have a great show. If that host know what they're doing, that show, because you control the whole show. A lot of people think that they put the worst person first. That's not necessarily true. It could be somebody very, very skilled in that slot. And I think as a host, you control that whole show. You control the tempo of the show. You come up. I mean, yeah, the host is very important. I think the host is very. I don't like to put the least experienced person first. Like, let's say I'm doing a showcase. I do a W method. I do somebody who's strong, somebody who's a little bit weaker, somebody who's strong, somebody who's a little weaker, and then a strong closer.
Okay. That makes sense to me right there. That right there. Now, you say, you go back and you rewrite your jokes. What is your writing process? Like, how do you sit down and say, I'm going to do this, or how I'm going to do that as far as writing is concerned?
All right, so it's very hard for me to sit down and write traditional jokes. When I do it, I sound real corny. You could tell, and I'm not like misdirection. I have misdirection jokes and stuff like that, but I'm not the best at it. I use a lot of my charisma and things like that to get past. But fundamentally, if you want to get in the main rooms, you got to get that pen together. Right. So I got a little bit lazy. I got lazy because I was doing so many shows, but it was all bar shows, and I got kind of stagnant, So to answer your question, I write on stage most of the time.
Okay.
And then I was using my memory, but what I started doing is recording myself, because I hate watching myself. I hate watching myself.
Me too.
So I've just gotten back into watching myself. So it's an amalgamation of both now. I write on stage and I write off stage. So when I write off stage, it always sounds a little bit corny when I first do it on stage to me, because it's in my head one way, but I got a tendency to write in FMLA format. You know what I'm saying? Double space.
Right.
So it come off corny. Go ahead.
Because people make fun of me when I sit there and I write a whole doggone joke. I'm like, but this is how I write. I write the whole joke out, include my intro to myself. Hey, baby. But yeah, I write my whole joke out. And I'm like, this is how I get it out my system.
Yeah.
So, I have my topic. I have my little, the meat of my joke. The premise of my joke, then I had the punchline. So that's how I write.
That's right.
And I have to write the whole joke. So,
I have to write I don't write single jokes.
Okay.
So most of the time I'm a storyteller. I got a guy that I travel with, man. He can write, man. his pen is just amazing, right? His pen
Wow.
is amazing. He writes, get right to it. Very little fat. Tyrone Gaines is his name. Very little fat on his jokes. He get right to it. Where I've always been more wordy, as you can tell, and he just gets right to the meat of the
Point.
joke.
Right.
So
Okay.
working with him has taught me how when I'm writing on stage, I actually
Uh-huh.
shorten it and I get to the
Okay.
punchline a little bit quicker.
Okay. So basically, you just try to get to the point instead of putting a whole lot of words. Okay. Cause that's me. I got a whole bunch of words instead of trying to just get to the point. Now some of my jokes I do get to the point. I probably got a couple stories in my set. But yeah, you got to get to the point because these people, they mind span is just like that.
Short attention span. It's short
Ooh,
attention span.
it's so short, and you got to get to the
Yeah.
point, get your butt up there, do what you got to do, and get on off. Cause they attention span is like a toddler.
Did you say an olive? And that's funny. I'm using that one. Yeah. And you got the attention span of an olive.
A
That's
whole
hilarious.
olive, a whole
No.
olive, and a toddler. God dog it. Shoot, don't
But
even make.
that's hilarious. But I've been reading books like what is it, Judy Carter, the
Mhm.
Comedy Bible.
Yeah,
I watched this guy named Jerry Corley. I like how he stuff. Then I call my big brothers and sisters in comedy. Like I might be
right,
older than some of them, but they my big brothers and sisters as far as stage time. So I
right.
might well, big brother in age and both is like Rodney Perry. I run something
Yeah,
past Rodney Perry, or I run something past Marvin Hunter or Steve Brown.
right.
I might hit my sis Kelly Kells up and say, "Hey, Kelly, what you think of this?" That type of stuff. I'm
Right. I'm the
lucky that I
same.
had that type of access.
Right. I'm the
I
same
don't
way
know.
with
He'd be an
Baldhead.
extra. You all right?
Yeah, I'm the same way with comedian Baldhead Phillips. Now that's my brother. That's my friend in comedy. So if I'm writing a
Yeah.
joke and I get stuck, I'm like, hey, can you look at this and tell me what is missing? And he'll tell me what is missing, and I put it and I go work that joke out, and that joke will hit. I'm like, God damn. Okay.
And it's crazy because they can see sometimes being on the outside. Like I'm good for giving people tags. Like I hear your
Right.
joke and I'll hear tag instantly. I'm like, oh, okay,
Right.
Squiddy. Hey, when you say this, say that, and then you like, I
Right.
don't know, say it. Watch what happens, and it'll work.
Right.
My guy Mike Head, he from Cleveland. Let me tell you something. He sat down. He went through my whole set. This set I've been working on right now. The one
Uh-huh.
you saw just recently. And he was like,
Uh-huh.
he gave me this one line, and I
Uh-huh.
went to I host a few open mics in the city, two of
Uh-huh.
them actually, just two, and I used that his line hit like gangbusters,
Wow.
it's just crazy how people could just see something, you like okay,
Right.
but guess what? We don't
Mm.
mind listening. The
We
ego,
don't.
it be somebody, man, it be people like, oh, Queenie, you see them on stage, you like, oh, you dying. Here, try this. And they'll look at you like,
Right.
okay. There's a
Right.
reason why I'm on the road and you not. And it's a reason why it's people way above me. I'm trying to get to the peak. I'm trying to get up here.
Right, right.
So
Cause I mean, cause Baldhead would tell you before you ask him for some advice, are you gonna take it and use it? Cause if you not, he's not gonna waste his time, and that's something I do not do. If I come to you and say, hey, I need some help, I'm gonna take the advice that you give. I'm not gonna waste nobody's time because that's money that you taking away from them when you're asking them for advice and you know you're not gonna take it. I'm like, why do that? So I never, I take this seriously. So if I come to like somebody like you or somebody like Steve Brown or Baldhead or even Delay, if I ask for some
yeah,
help, I take that. I would take that back because guess why? I asked. I'm not gonna waste your time because y'all busy and y'all really don't have time to waste on somebody that's gonna waste time. Cause that's just
yeah.
not fair to the one that you ask, and it's not fair to you, cause you know you're not gonna take the advice. You just asking just to be asking, just to see
That's
if
it.
they'll give you the advice.
Hey, I saw this online. I call them ask holes.
Right. Oh my God,
You
that's
you ain't gonna
good.
use it. You an asshole. You know, it's like
Thank
I ain't
you.
calling you the other one. That's with the K in the middle, just in case they're gonna try to censor this. Ask, not
It,
ask. Ask.
exactly. Cause man, I can't
Asshole.
stand people that ask for advice and they don't use it. I'm like, you just
No,
wasting my time.
or how about people who ask you like, hey, can I go on a roll with you? Can I do this? So you give them a little bit of something. You say, okay, here I'm gonna give you this. Call this person, call that person. Send them your avails. Send them a video, and then you see them and say, hey man, when you gonna take me on the road with you? He's like, oh, how did it work out? What did my people say about your tape? Oh, I didn't send one in. My daughter gave me this. She said she got it from Beyonce. She said, don't ask me about step B and C if you ain't done step A.
Thank you. Amen. Cause I mean that, and then that just like if you ask somebody, can I open up for you? Do it in their DMs or send them an email and say, hey, I see you on the road. Can I open up for you or can I host for you? Because you may not
Yeah,
know that they already got their people that they got to host or open up, but it don't hurt for you to send a DM or send an email. Don't wait till they get on Instagram Live and put it in the comments. Don't do that. That's not
don't do that.
professional. Don't do that. Ooh, don't do that. Because I seen somebody
Hey,
do Ali like that. Oh my God.
did he go off on him?
Ooh, what you talking about? I got scared. I got off, and I ain't even do it. I got scared like I did something wrong. Shoot.
You know what?
I said, don't
I,
do
and
that.
I, Ali don't play, and I love Ali, but I could never ask him could I do a show with him.
Right.
For one big reason, one of the guys locally was on the road with Ali for years. So if I went and I did that, it looked like I'm trying to snake him. You know what I mean? So
Right.
if it happened, it had to happen organically. I could never just pick up and say, although that's where I would like to be because Ali is like me. He's a storyteller like me. I'm not. Let me rephrase that. I'm trying to be like him in
Right.
storytelling.
Right.
But to your thing, I hit Takara up. Takara Williams is going to be here in Cleveland, and I'm like, you know what? I never worked with her when I was out in LA. I didn't meet her. I met like Sydney Castile, Ron G, those Tricks, the comedian, but I didn't
Right.
meet her. So I'm like, man, I love her comedy. She got a great attitude. I love to work with her. So
Right.
I sent her basically just like I do with a booker audition tape. I'm open. I asked her about this show here, but all the shows in Ohio, and if she wanted someone to rock with her. For one,
Right.
I could be a comedian and security for her. Keep the weirdos up off her. It'd be good to
Right.
have a brother that you travel with that got your best interests as well.
Right.
So if you see
Right.
this card, that was me that hit you. So
Right. Cause I mean that's
I
just
look
like
better
with
on my
me.
work clothes, Takara. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I just
Cause that's just like with me. Baldhead always tell me if you ever come back to Atlanta to do a show, make sure that you hit me up and I'll make sure that I'm there so that you can be safe. Because with me being in a wheelchair, you never know what might happen. So he want to make
yeah.
sure I'm there. And if he can't be there, he'll put people in place to make sure that I'm okay, that I get there safe and I get my butt back home. Because he will go off if anything was to ever happen to me and he find out about it.
Man.
That man don't play. Oh, Lord, he don't play. I done seen Baldhead mad, so
I gotta check them out. I gotta check them out. You just made me think about something. I never thought about
uh,
the accessibility aspect of the stage.
right,
And overcoming that. Most stages probably aren't made that accessible if you think about it, unless it's a theater, because then you got they have to be up to a
right,
certain standard.
right,
But
right,
so when you're doing a lot of these clubs and the bars and the country clubs and stuff like that, do they
right.
have wheelchair accessible things? Or do they what is it? It's something they put over the step, right?
Well, at Uptown, when I featured for Teddy, he had the host and one of the guys that worked at the club lift me up on stage. So
Okay.
that was no problem. Then I was booked by another comedian. He lifted me up on stage while they put my wheelchair on the
Oh, that's dope.
stage. And I said, y'all drop me, it ain't gonna be cute. Don't drop me. Don't y'all drop me. And people thought it was actually a part of the show with the way they brought me up on stage. They thought it was a part
he's
of the
a
show.
queen to me.
Yeah. Cause look, one had me by my legs, one had me up under my arms like I'm a drunk fool. And people thought it was a part of the show. I'm like, oh my God. People was already laughing. I said,
That was
okay,
nice.
let me work this to my advantage. But when Teddy had me featured for him, he had the host lift the front of my chair, and then he had somebody lift the back of my chair. So that's how I got on stage. But 9 times out of 10, when I do these shows, I don't have
Yeah.
to worry about no stage. Cause the
Okay.
place be,
That's good.
I can just roll on in and I be good. But Atlanta Comedy Theater, Baldhead said that there was an elevator, so I have no problems if I ever get booked at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. I won't have no problem with getting on that stage. The only thing is the stage is up high, and I need to sit my butt still. Don't try to move. I said, "Oh, you shouldn't have told me that." Now you talking about, I hope you ain't got problems with heights, cause people looking up at you. So, but that's how I get on stage. I don't really have to worry about trying to get on stage because it's already be flat level. But if it do be a stage where somebody got to lift me, I probably get 2 people that I can trust to lift me in my chair because people will try to be funny and try to drop me, and they think
Come
it's
on.
funny.
Hey,
I done
what
had
is
some
funny? Come on. Ain't nothing funny about that.
people think it's funny to drop somebody in the wheelchair, and it ain't funny because I hurt myself.
I'm sorry. That sounds hella cruel. Like,
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Like you look,
that
you may be
sounds
laughing.
cool.
This is crazy. Some folks can be retarded these days, but hey, I got to be able to trust you. If I can't trust you, you ain't lifting me at all. Don't even breathe hard on me. Nope, we ain't doing that. No, we ain't
So
doing that.
is it? Do you find it difficult being a woman in comedy?
Yes, I find it being hard because comedy is already male dominated. It's it's,
Yeah.
it's, it's, it's it's male dominated. Then you got, I ain't saying all, but you got some men that will try to do stuff to women because they already know the women are desperate to get on stage. And I try to, make sure that when I go on stage, I'm dressed a certain way, even though I'm not saying that the way a woman dress is okay for her to be assaulted, but I try to make sure that the way I dress is no confusion. It don't make you want to do anything to me.
Yeah.
Let's see, and people already know this, but I've already been left in a car by myself, you know, outside of a comedy club by another female comedian. You know what I'm saying? So, and I talk about it all the time because people tell me just let it go. No, I never let that go because I could have got kidnapped.
She
Somebody could
left.
have just
What? She left
say
the car running and just left you outside, or what? What happened?
I was in her car because we had been there all day already, and so I was ready to go home. And we saw 2 other comedians, so we pulled over to the side. Matter of fact, we was outside of Uptown Comedy Corner, and so
Okay.
we stopped to talk to these other 2 comedians. They wanted to go back inside. I said, "Well, gonna take me home, and then you can come back." And you can hang out
Yeah.
with them instead of her just taking me home. She cut the car off. She left the keys in the car. She left her cell phone in the car. She left the door unlocked. Yeah, and the window down. And I'm like, what
That's
the hell?
horrible.
I'm like, what the
Oh,
hell? So I still talk about it, and she'll lie today, tell everybody she ain't do that, and she
oh
did
my
it.
God.
And I'm like,
That that's
do you?
that's
I'm
horrible.
like,
That's a killer set, though. Have you done it as a set?
I have not done it as a joke yet. I'm trying to figure out how to turn that into a joke.
Right, telling the truth is funny, right there. That's just
Yeah,
horrible. Like,
that's messed up. Cause I'm like, do you know somebody could have just walked by and just jumped in your car and took my ass with them? Like, come on now. I'm like, what
I'm
the hell?
sorry. That you ain't gotta add nothing to that. That's hilarious.
I'm like,
You ain't
what
gotta add
the
nothing
hell?
to that.
I'm like, do you realize I could have been kidnapped? I mean, they would have brought me back, but still, they would have kidnapped me. Like,
You see what you're doing there? That's funny.
cause I mean, I would have got on their nerve till they would have brought my ass the fuck back. Look, I would have taught
Look,
them
and
that.
then probably would have whooped their ass. Like, who left you in
Thank
here?
you for leaving me there by my damn self in the first place. So but it is what it is.
Sorry, I apologize for laughing, but that was
Boy. I mean,
that was
but you know
hilarious.
what? You the second person to make me laugh about it because I'm still kind of salty about it. Cause anything could have happened to me. I could have been kidnapped, killed, raped, and you never know. But you the second person to make me laugh about it. Cause I'm still salty about that. Every time I think about it, I just want to hit her in her one good eye. Cause she got she got one good eye and one bad eye.
Wow.
I'm glad I don't know who you're talking about. Is she popular?
No.
Okay. Oh yeah. I don't know.
You don't know. Trust me, you don't know.
We'll leave it alone. No, but you was asking about my writing process. Today I just sat down and I started. Somebody said that I need to write a book because of just kind of the life that I had. You know, I used to be in sales the whole nine, and I quote my mother a lot. My mother, she gave me a lot of wisdom, and not that I use it all the time. I know sometimes like she gave you wisdom, where is it? But I was writing today, and you talking about something being real but not a joke. So my father left. My mother, it was 6 of us. My mother was taking care of us, and she wouldn't get no child support, none of that, right? So our utilities would get cut off sometimes. And what's crazy is we weren't rich in physical wealth, physical riches, but we were rich in love. My mother really loved us. She loved us so much that our friends used to come over just to be around her and us. And it's crazy. Like the lights would be off. We ain't got no electricity, and we'd be having 5 or 6 of our friends sitting in the dark with us.
Having a good time.
Man, I'm like, man, y'all got luxuries we ain't got. Y'all got a car. Y'all got new clothes. Y'all got food. I was like, the only thing good about having the lights off in the dark, in the hood, is that you can't flick the lights on and have the roaches running everywhere. So that true story. I was just writing that today. I was just writing that because it really happened. That's how I was feeling. I was a little less ashamed because, I ain't got to worry about no roaches crawling across the TV. The TV ain't on. So
thank you. Oh my God, man! Look, get the right neck. Look, right there, the right man. Okay, wait to see.
When I was growing up, the roaches seemed to always come out when you had company. Like they want to see who over. Like, who is that? I ain't never seen them before.
And see if they can run them off right quick.
Yeah. Come on, can I have some pride, please?
And look, if the roaches can't run them off, they be like, okay, they a keeper.
Yeah, they're good people. And why is it the family member that got the roaches is the one that cooked the best?
I don't understand how.
You go over there with rules. We eat nothing with raisins in it. No pecan pie. We no butter pecan ice cream. We eat nothing that got anything brown in it.
Nothing. Look, not even no brownies. I don't give a damn.
Especially no brownies.
But they can hide in that for real. Oh hell no! You is crazy. Hell no.
Yeah, my mom was by far the best cook in the family too. So look, they had to come over. So it was what it was.
I know that's right. She was the mama of the neighborhood.
She mama of the neighborhood for real. I didn't get jumped as much because everybody loved her. You know what I'm saying? It's different when everybody love your mama. You get protected.
Right. Oh my God. Because when you got that one mama of the neighborhood, you ain't good with everybody.
Man, it be my bully that helped my mama carry the groceries home. Like, I ain't gonna beat you today. You lucky I with your mom. Yes, ma'am. Here you go.
Hell no, are you a bully? Hell no.
Yeah.
Boy, what? That's not,
Don't let him in, mama. He gonna talk about me in school tomorrow. Don't let him in. Turn the lights off. Turn the lights off.
look, tell like we ain't got no lights today. Make them go away.
That's it. I'd rather tell you we ain't got no electricity than you see the roaches crawl across the TV. I thought your electricity is off. It is. Well, why this hot plate working? Look, mind your business. That's all. Stay out of players' business. That's what you need to do.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my God. Okay, so do you believe comedy can be taught to anybody that want to do comedy? Okay.
I think some things are innate, but I think you can teach the mechanisms of comedy. But the timing is the hard part, and then, even now, still, I catch myself doing some corny stuff and kick myself in the butt. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, the more I'm just being myself, the better the shows have been, to be honest. But you are performing. You got to be a performer. So you can't just come up and I'm just going to be myself. Well, no, you got to entertain these people.
Yes. You got to be a character a little bit. Right.
A little bit. Just play it up a little bit, even if you just being yourself.
Yeah.
Act like you in a barbershop. You know what I mean? Or you at the beauty salon.
There you go, with your friends and stuff like that. Because you can't be yourself 100%. Some of that got to be a character that you play. Because people pay a lot of money to come see us. And you got to be a character a little bit. A little bit. Because if they don't like what they see on that stage, they're going to boo the shit at you.
and sometimes it's... Man, sometimes you ever see them people who just so down to earth, they talk, every time they talk, they got you laughing. And you're like, man, that's just amazing. And they could kill on stage, they be killing on stage in certain crowds. But you take them out their element just a little bit, and it don't have that same impact. Because you be wishing you wish you had what they had. Oh, I wish I had that. And then you go do a crowd in Minnesota. And Minnesota just ain't relating to them. They don't understand what the hell you talking about.
Right. Because, just because your set didn't work in this state, don't mean it ain't going to work in this city or this state. Keep trying to, evolve your set. Hey, Eddie, which is retarded self. But yeah, like, I'm just like... I know there's food in the comments. I'm sorry.
Okay. Look, I can't see it. Okay. Like, hilarious.
I know there's food in the comments. Yeah, but I tell people, I've had to learn this. Just because your set did not work in this city, don't mean it's not gonna work in the next city. Just keep working on your set. Keep living. And that set gonna change as you live. Because if you still telling the same jokes, that means you ain't out here living. You ain't out here having adventures and having fun. Because
that's a Chris Rock quote right there.
Yeah, I had to learn that. Like, you have to live. You have to, if let's just say you come to all my shows. And my jokes are the same. And you come up to me and tell me what's funny. You ain't living. I'm like, well. So, and it shows you not living because you're telling the same jokes. Every time the same person see you, be like, well, damn, you just told this 2 months ago. What have you done in 2 months? So, live.
Hey, I just watched this set from 6 years ago. And I'm bringing that joke back. Like, it's something, I'm like, why did I stop telling that? That's a good joke. Like, I could have told it better, but it's a good joke. It's a good joke. I'm bringing that joke back.
Right, because I know Steve Brown told me, he said, don't never throw away jokes. He said, work on them and try to bring them back in a whole different form, in a whole different way. Never throw away a joke because it just may hit. It may not have hit here, but it may hit somewhere else. Just don't ever throw away a joke. And I said, you know what, Steve? That's great advice because I threw away a whole set that I don't even do no more. And that's because I don't even drink.
Oh, you don't drink?
I don't drink no more. I had to stop drinking. I was a whole alcoholic out here, man. Look, and I had to make sure that I'm clear of my surroundings because I can't be out here drunk on four wheels in the club. I can't be doing that. I can't be doing that.
Oh my God!
I can't be doing
Wait,
that.
is your stuff motorized?
No, well, yeah,
Okay.
it's manual, but then it can be motorized because I got a motor to go with it.
Well, let me tell you something crazy about Ohio. I'm in Ohio.
Okay.
And if you got drunk and your wheelchair is motorized, you can get a ticket. You can get a DUI ticket.
What?
Anything with a motor in Ohio. Yep. People have got stopped on. They got these little motorized bikes that you pedal, but they got a little bit of a motor in them. People have got DUIs from being on those. My grandson, all of a sudden, his accuracy has gotten amazing with this soccer ball. He's got your soccer ball.
Oh my God. So you mean to tell me if I was still drinking, I was out here on the road in my chair. Boy, I'm glad I stopped drinking. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
I drink. I take your drinks. You let them guys buy you drinks. I drink them for you.
Thank you, cause man, look, cause I think man, I know one time when I was in the club, they gave me a drink so strong. Oh my, and that was the time I bombed, cause the drink was too damn strong. And it's supposed to be a Long Island iced tea, and that wasn't no Long Island.
Wait, do y'all do these? So we in Ohio, weed is legal. It's getting to be illegal now. But they got these venues, and I try not to do them where they got it's 420 friendly basically, and it'd be so smoky. I don't smoke weed,
right?
Man, I did a show. My daughter, her friend came. I was so high in that show from the contact because it would. Man, probably one of my best shows ever too. I was gone, man. I was like, oh, like Daddy, you were real funny.
Good.
I was feeling no pain, good. No pain. It sold a lot. It sold a lot of merch. And you know, those shows, they don't pay you well at all. You know, it'd be a favor for a friend. Man, I'm glad I did it. I'm like, boy, I made so much off of merch that night.
And went home high and hungry.
You know. Rich. Oh, no. But see, then they had food there, right? And you said, oh, let me just get a little of this food. Why didn't they tell you the food was infused? So you think you go, I'm gonna chase this high real quick with this food. Nah, I play good. You chased your high with a high. And you got high.
You was this high.
Yeah.
Hell no. Wait a minute. Wow, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall. Oh my God. What?
It was hilarious. Somebody like, hey man, I keep eating this food and I'm not getting any more sober.
Oh my God.
Who infused these meatballs? Who did it?
Boy, what you talking about? That man, look, cause I know when Baldhead used to eat these edibles, and then he used to drink this stuff called highly flavored lemon. Oh my God, that stuff used to make me laugh so bad, and I could not stop laughing. I'm like, this man is high, but I used to smoke before I got diagnosed with asthma, and when I used to smoke, I used to laugh my ass off, and wasn't nothing funny. I'm like,
you know what though? That's funny. I was gonna say, you say you don't drink. I go times where I like last year I did 2 breaks. I did a 3-month break. I did a 6-month break.
Right
before the 3-month break, actually reversed. So coming into the year, I took 6 months off from drinking. Then I drank again. Then I took another 3 months off from drinking. And what I realized is I don't get drunk to make myself interested. I get drunk to make everybody else interested. Like I don't like you. I need to be drunk to talk to you. This is yeah.
I can't talk to you sober because you get on my nerves.
Oh, what about that close talking drunk? You ever somebody talk to you, they be drunk and they talking to you, and then they spit, that one little piece of spit land on your lip, and you just want to die like, hey.
You want to fight somebody?
Oh my God. Why is you trying to whisper to me? Get away from me. Like,
I'm like, if you don't get out my face, we gonna fight. Get out my face. Make no sense.
Hey, you know what's funny? I'm sitting at my table, and then I came across this ticket. I think you might know this guy. I don't know if you can see that.
Daryl Dam.
Daryl Dam, yeah.
Yeah, he was the one that helped lift me on stage.
Oh yeah, at downtown, yeah.
Yeah, he was the one that helped me help lift my wheelchair up on stage. And this was my first time meeting him. I grabbed him by his wrist. I said, "Don't you drop me." He looked at me like, "I ain't gonna drop you. I'm like, "All right now, don't you drop me."
I believe some people be dropping you on purpose though. That's horrible.
I had somebody drop me on purpose, and I bet you what, they ain't drop my ass no more.
Man, that's a heck of a legal. But anyway, so I got to make a few runs. My grandson wasn't trying to let you not see him. He been kicking this soccer ball, hitting this thing. You know, he's very talented. He's not even 2 yet, but he's very coordinated. But I want to make sure I answer any other questions you have. If I don't want to leave nothing unanswered, so I'm gonna shut up and let you.
I got one more question for you before you leave. Was there ever a time that you had that I quit moment, and what was it?
2 days ago, I feel like quitting. I just had a lot on me. I suffer with seasonal depression. Most of the time, it only comes in the wintertime. But I just been feeling down. I don't know if it has something to do with my mother passing away, the whole night, but I just haven't felt myself. And this was the first time that it just really kind of got to me. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm fooling myself because I'm used to. I've done well in life prior to comedy, and it's like this is the first time I've been struggling this long. You know, to get it going. But then I got to realize what my mama say. Don't play that blame game. You point a finger at one person, you got 3 points right back. So, you know, get on it and hit it harder. So that's when I was talking to one of my people and was challenged to write the book, the whole nine. So very rarely do I feel like quitting, but I just feel like, what am I doing all this for? You know what I mean? I got a lot of pressure on me, a lot of bills coming, a lot of, you know, it just doesn't feel good to not have the excess that I used to have.
Right. I get it. Well, I just want to say thank you for coming. I just want to give you your flowers because I've been watching you for so long, and to me you're funny and you make me laugh, even if you may not make nobody else laugh. You
make me laugh too. That's why I had to come on. I had to see what you had. I said, let me come holler at my girl. You know, because I be hitting you. I comment on your stuff, and you know, like I see what you're doing. And thank you for being so gracious and patient, and thank you for having the patience for me to get on here. Some things that I was doing ran over. As you can hear, my baby still out here doing his thing. But
that's okay.
Thank you. This is a wonderful platform. Thank you for sharing your platform with me.
I'll make sure I bring you back.
Please do. And then next time I make sure I'm shaved and looking good and all that other stuff. But right now, look, I'm granddaddy tonight. So
you fine. Be granddaddy rich tonight. It's okay.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'll make sure I bring you back. I just want to give you your flowers because you deserve every last one of them.
Thank you. And I'm going to give you yours too. So when I do my podcast, I'm going to have you on it.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to have
you on it. Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, we're bringing it back. All right, y'all. Anybody watching, thank y'all. Y'all make sure y'all follow this young lady. Sweet person. Thank you so much, Tina.
All right. Thank you so much. Go ahead and be a granddaddy, y'all.
All right, Queen. Talk to you.
All right. You too. Well, y'all, this was another great episode tonight. I hope that y'all had fun. We had Big Rich on here. We're going to bring him back. So we'll see y'all next time.
There was pain, there was pain, how she slaps in Libations. Slaps in Libations. Slaps in Libations.